So thank you for being here.
And not a problem. I wish this was operating a little bit smoother for you. But part of this I'm going to take blame for because we have a huge amount of file size going into this game, and one of the things we're working on currently is vectorizing all the files so we can get everything down smaller for faster loading times because we're just adding and adding and adding more and adding more, and everything being animated, it adds a lot of files. So hopefully we can get everything vectorized soon and get us some faster loading times.
Cool.
I see there on the main screen. That's a good place to start right there.
Markler wants to know how he can cheat harder than Chucky.
well, right now Chucky's worst enemy seems to be the legendary fish. Is the one he's hating on the most. So I'm assuming that's the key to beating Chucky is to snap and revive. That seems to be his nemesis at the moment. So. That or just stay up 24/7 and play every single stream that comes up. That's also his method as well too. He crossed 500 games this week, which is absolutely insane for under a month playing 500 games, and he's halfway to his goal of 1,000. Yeah, we poke fun out of him a lot, but he's one of our best collectors, most active player in the game. Period. Really good guy. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's also very helpful in the streams.
Helpful in the Discord as well too. So very, very useful. Worth his being a pain in the ass. And you're not really a pain in the ass again.
So the founders, as far as the Soul of the Cat, the Soul token, Soul of the Cat, that token, the devs, meaning Frazzle, Justin, and myself, we all have a nice chunk of soul right now, like pretty big chunks, so we can share them later. But I think the people who have the most right now, it might be Spartacus and possibly you.
Nice.
I'm not sure because I haven't looked recently.
New follower.
It could be. You might be one of them.
I'm not shy. I bought 12 million, 11 million beyond the first original million.
That's
so yeah, I went to Alcor and bought it. So I mean, it's cheap. Why not? It's beginning. I know Frazzle to be a long-term player in the wax game, and if he's involved with this, I think he's got a good plan. And if I could buy in very, very early, I'm going to do it and give it a shot. I mean, so people spend thousands of wax with me, and if I don't pay it forward and give it to someone else that is trying to grow themselves, then I kind of see that as wrong. We're a community that's supposed to support one another and help bring each other up. And there's too much toxic going around in the wax community for us to be hating on each other's projects and saying, I'm not buying this token because of this or this. We should just all work together, and if we all work together and rise up, we can make wax a better place to be. And actually a decent blockchain. We have so much potential, but we can't seem to harness it and use it the right way.
That'll be beautiful. Well, if you want to teach anything, I'm a good case because I've been just dabbling. I have like 2 JU little hydro guys. I have 2 baited fishy. I did open some packs, just a few, but I haven't really like gone wild. I got 10 of the Soul of the Catfish, and I haven't attempted to blend or do anything like that.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well,
500.
How these collabs? That's you're getting up there pretty fast. How these blends work and this drop works is what we do is we drop the common character, which is the green fish that you see there, catfish, Soul of the Catfish. And you can upgrade it to the next level by just collecting 4 of the green one. And then you'll get a blue one, which you'll see in, I don't know if they have it added to our blending page yet, which it would be under utility. I don't know if he got it added there or not. But also all our blends are also on Nefty. We have them in both places, both twitchytides.io and on Nefty blocks as well too. Once this comes up, scroll down. Maybe he has it, maybe he doesn't.
Nope.
It'd probably be down toward the bottom. Yep, not yet. So it'll probably be up tomorrow. But it'll be on Nefty blocks. And each time you blend up 4 of a rarity, so you go 4 of the common to uncommon, 4 of the uncommon to scarce. Scarce is to be the rarity between uncommon and rare. A lot of people, what is scarce? And it's just another rarity. I actually went and Googled what is the official rarity structure, and it gave me a little list, and basically I had to choose between limited and scarce to stay within their little structure. And I didn't feel that limited was a good word because that makes it feel like I have to put a limit on that NFT, which we do on other things. But these are actually unlimited. If you wanted to buy 1,000 of them, you can go buy 1,000 of them, blend up 1,000 of them. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Wow. Go for it. But each one, you gain an ability in the game. So uncommon, you gain spin. Scarce, you gain loop. Rare, you gain freeze and release, which is where you can freeze to fish in place and then release it to go wherever you want it to go. And also at rare, you pick up the special ability. In your case, it could be a glitter bomb, which a little bomb explodes behind the fish of glitter and then it rains down. So that's awesome. Fun little thing. But they're also good for staking in our staking tanks. We use all in-house staking, so we're not using waxed out or anything like that. It's all there in the inventory page on the website. So if we go to inventory, you're on your way to blend. We're good.
Did I click on that one? I just opened up my Nifty blocks. I had to sign in.
Hey, look, you're the number one drop. And the
what?
So wait, nice.
That's cool.
It's
so cute.
And we go to blends right there, the blend button, or you can go back or scroll down. Oh, that'll take you there faster. Actually, if you scroll down, just keep scrolling down.
Oh, right here.
No, I'm on the main Nifty page, or you can click Twitchy Tides on the thing. There you go. That'll do it.
That's the glitter. How cute.
So yeah, as you see now, you see the blue fish, which is the uncommon. You see the purple one, which I actually used the wrong video on it. I'm just now seeing that on the scarce because it has the glitter on it too. But that's nice. It's a nice little fun little thing for it. But each one you gain gives you also different earning potential. We are fairly good token price wise. We stay above the price of wax. I think we're right now about 1.2, 1.3 on the trade off. So if you trade one wax, you'll probably get 0.8 Tide, something like that. It's a pretty deep pool, so you can buy, sell, swap as you want to without no problem there. But it's a pretty strong earning token. And the more higher you get in the rarity, the more you can earn. We have some people earning upwards of 5 Tide an hour, which would equal to about 15 wax per hour that they're earning in staking, the equivalent at least. And the other thing is with these is if you collect one of each rarity, you get an epic airdrop to your wallet at the end of Series 2, which is in 7 weeks. And you also get 5% of the revenue from this drop as well, too, which we've already sold 567. So that equals out, as we sit right now, at about 35 wax a piece if everybody blended what they could right now to be able to get where they are. But still, it's not a bad low payout for one little drop. But that'll grow as things go on. We'll get to more. Hopefully, we'll get past 1,000 point. That's what we try to shoot for on each drop. Some of them hit about 1,500. Had a couple. One right at 2,000. It is about 2,300 sold. So we'll get there. Just take some time. Let people start knowing about this. Once they start seeing it, people will like it, and they can upgrade. And we also tried to do female-friendly stuff as well, too. I'm not just going to make the most evil-looking fish in the world that looks like it's super cool and it's going to kill you, which is a very boy thing to do. But we also try to make fish like this, too, to have some fun, draw in the very minimal female crowd that happens to be around the wax. I love every single one of you. Hope there's more of you floating around. We definitely need more.
I think you can count us on 2 hands, maybe.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we can. But it's something that we can do better in wax. And so we try to cater to both sides and give everybody something. Not everything will fit everybody's appeal, but we can at least do something for everybody and skip around a little bit. The game, once we get to it, did it ever finish loading for you?
Yeah, let me see. Did I just blend my number 1 uncommon? I'm going to get in trouble now. Where is it? Oh, look, it's here. Awesome. Yeah, we got it.
Craft. Awesome game, and it was an inspiration for us. Honestly, we wanted to be able to do something a little bit better. Now you're going to need to do your first thing is your screen name for your login name for your Twitch. So it's SouloftheCat goes in the very top line.
Raid incoming.
Oh, I have to get my
right in there.
token. I already signed
Twitch
this in,
channel
but I
name.
think I
There we
cleared
go.
it. Hang on, I think I need to do that off screen.
Now
I was told.
yes, you need to do, you click on the yellow link button and then you do that off screen.
Okay.
If not, then Chucky's going to steal your alt token, and as soon as you get offline, he's going to get online and start playing Twitchy Tides games and get himself up the leaderboard a little bit more. There you go, Mark Clark. That's how you cheat. You wait for somebody like Captain G-Gen who posts their Twitch authentication token in their chat. That was the best one yet so far. So awesome. you haven't done that.
I know, because I was already warned about 5 times. So.
And Cap's a great guy. He's a little on the extreme side, which is fun. I mean, that's shock value gets viewers. That's a great thing. But yeah, he actually posted his access token in his chat, his Twitch chat, and I'm like, no. But he had to generate a new one. It's all fake, but just a funny moment, and only Cap would do type thing.
Woohoo! We have success. All right, exclamation solo to get in. Nice. All right, so I just blended my first 2.
Okay, awesome.
I got my first 2 blue fishies. So I'm gonna have to work to get some more levels on that. But also, I think I wasn't sure if I actually have a tank or not. I mean, I think I do.
I did send you a tank.
Okay.
We can get you on your way.
Game. It would be good to have another. I could just do another tab. It would stay, right? If I.
Yeah, you should.
We'll still be collecting if I just pop over to these other.
Yeah, it should still do this thing.
All right. So the tanks do they just populate when they're in your wallet, just like other stuff?
Let's see what you got, and we'll see.
Oh, it's opening another game up. Can you have 2 games at once?
I mean, you can open 2, but it's not going to get you very far. But once that screen passes, there's a button you can hit to go back to the main homepage.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, hit top left, the little Twitchy Tides button at the top left. That's your live tank. If you ever want to see all your fishies just swimming around in their tank, that's where you do it.
We have a bit of a delay.
You have different settings and stuff there. You can get rid of the fish names. You can get rid of the border. You take like your iPad or something like that, cast it up onto your TV, have a nice little fish tank for a party, stuff like that. You can make it fun.
Cool. And you can add something in the background. Is that what you're saying?
Different backgrounds, yes. We have some of those coming right now. There's only one, which was a very, very limited NFTopia background. I think only about 5 of them are out there. I have 5 more in my wallet that I'm going to give away at some point in time, but you have to coordinate that with Breakman and get that figured out. Why isn't my wallet connecting?
So now you see how much fish I have.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Okay. That's pretty good, 39. How many people we have here? Well, we have 69 viewers. Yeah, I should have closed that as soon as I got off.
Let's see here. They want some goodies. Soul of the Gib?
Yeah, I actually have some from that you gave me from before still. They're on the wheel.
Don't worry about those. Hold on to those. Okay. Soul of the Give, G-I-V?
No, B, as in boy.
Okay, now I see what my head's giving me an error because I have a capital S.
No caps.
Yeah, I made a complaint about that to Nefty the other day. I'm like, why do we have to do this? Why can't we have warnings if we're not going to?
If it's wrong.
Because what started me with it was I accidentally put a lowercase c for my rarity, and that created a whole new attribute for one NFT. And now people can't find that one NFT in searches because it has a lowercase c. Why can't they give me a warning saying you're about to create a new attribute? Do you really confirm that you want to do this? It's just something to pop up like that.
Yeah.
People make mistakes with capitalization, especially if they're working on an Apple device.
Yeah, definitely.
They love to capitalize things.
Rico Star has an X on his.
If you have an X by your name, you can enter exclamation point solo space and then your wallet, and it'll get rid of that X. I don't know how many packs I just mentioned you.
You don't know?
Nope.
So usually I noticed most people streaming the game will just have the leaderboard take care of like the top.
Yes, that's become very popular because it's a good prize.
Yeah, it's a prize to be on the leaderboard. But then we can do a random. I can actually do a random number in my chat.
Yep, we have
made that for me, and you have it too.
Nice. We have it too. We also have it with Dan from Discord as well too. I don't know if you're on that list yet or not, but if you have one, use it. You're comfortable with it. You know how it works.
Yeah,
And,
it's really easy.
I'd rather you use something.
Exclamation number, and then however many players there are.
Awesome. Well, I sent you plenty of packs. So, and these are our Series 2 10 packs for anyone that's playing. I'm not going to be the cheap guy tonight. We'll do 10 packs for giveaways. Since you're nice enough to join us while I'm here, we'll have a good time and we'll give away some good prizes.
Awesome. All right, what do you think? 44 seems good. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. Anyone else want to jump in? Last second. Oh, I did see someone saying the timer would be cool. Just a countdown, kind of like Marbles has when you're ready to go. Know. But
and that's something we'll probably get to eventually. I've asked about it before, but Sheep has moved on to doing other things, which typically tells me that it's overcomplicated for what he's trying to do at the moment, or he just doesn't have time for it. He's been so good to us. When he kind of declines something like that, I don't really bug him about it.
Yeah.
Because he has his reasons, and he's become my right-hand person. He's more than trustworthy on deciding whether to do or do not do things. Mm-hmm. So if he's making a judgment call, typically I trust him on that. And I just keep moving because we got so much stuff going on anyway. So 44, nobody else. Chucky's already trying to explode, waiting for that explode command.
Okay, I'm going to pick.
It's going to pop up one day and work.
After we go. Okay, ready?
Now, have you tried any of the special streamer commands yet?
No, you got to tell me.
So hit start, and right after you hit start, hit P on your keyboard.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know those. I need to write those cheats down. Wait, I need a pen.
So this is our party mode, which is going to be sponsored by NFT Energy, which is an energy drink that is coming to Wax. We got a couple of streamers that are already jumping on with them. Maybe it's something you'd be interested in doing. Go to nftenergy.com and sign up to be a brand ambassador. If you're a streamer or something like that, they're looking for people on Wax to help promote the product. They might send you some freebies, something for you to try. And if it's something you like, maybe something you want to promote.
What was that?
This is our DPK slime. We have a couple different slimes depending on that was most likely Pop and Stock or Uga that did that because it's a trait of those silver submarines, but it has the DPK logo in with it. They were one of our very original from the beginning supporters and stuck with us through the whole build, and great people. If you're into Funkos, definitely check them out. Pop and Stock as well. He's got a very interesting NFT collection going on within his own website there. That's going to be very cool. I've been collecting all of his and can't wait to see this next thing. He put up a new NFT preview today. I'm really excited about. But this whole thing is all about the community. You'll hear me talk about so many different other collections and streams and stuff like that because we have so many connections within the Wax space. And it's nice to have friends here or there with other collections. We can all get along and we're all working together and building a great community.
That's awesome. This seems like, some people got hooked. What's another streamer? Can I do the Revive one? What's the Revive one?
Yep, that's going to be R for Revive.
Is that going to make people mad? Oh,
this should be okay. Now there's still a handful of people left. Another one you can do is E to spawn an enemy.
Oh, E?
Yep.
What did I spawn? Did I spawn something?
I'm not sure. I'm looking around for it. Maybe it was the jellyfish.
Maybe.
Typically something pops right up.
R is for Revive. Okay. What else is there? Oh, we'll probably do it on another one. Okay. I think the party one is really cute. To see the synchronized swimming. It's pretty cool.
So we got 2 uncommons. It looks like 3 uncommons left. I'm pretty sure that one Misty has is an uncommon as well. Wow, that was close. I'm running a little bit of a delay than what compared to what you're seeing.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
The stream will give it away.
Shark. Is the shark a normal enemy or is that?
Yep, a normal one.
Usually there.
There goes Misty down to 2 uncommon. Caesar here has been tearing up this leaderboard. I think he's in 3rd place right now, and consistently using this uncommon fish, and he's had really good luck with it. And he's been kind of breaking everybody saying that you got to pay to win. And no, he's doing it with a little 15 wax uncommon. At that time, it was 15 wax. I think they're up a little bit more now because that was our Series 1 set. And a chain. Nice. Congratulations. 8. And then you're going to run your number generator.
Yeah, I did a little fast, but it's number 8. So Rico. But Rico didn't put in his wallet. So Rico,
Rico, do you have a wallet?
He does. I know, Rico. If you could put it in the chat, I'll send you some.
You should have those 10 packs in your giveaway.
Cool.
Account there. If you could glance, let me know how many of those I sent you.
Well, the reason I didn't click on the name is because he had an X. But let's see. I'll see. Maybe it is there. Sometimes, where'd it go?
Yeah, if X, most likely will not go through. But he can easily get it to us.
Just happens to be the one with the X. I think he might be Rico Star 1. Is that right? Hey, MJ. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if I have...
Oh, yeah. You can check it with your set wallet, can't you?
Yeah. I'm just... Because the chat is going too fast for me to catch it. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there he goes. I found it. I gotta pause it. Okay. We need... Do I have any of my moderator bots? Can we do some shout outs? I'm slacking. I think I saw Rico. I think I saw some shout outs, like I saw Quadrill's Arts. Oh, thank you. You're a miracle, Quadrill. Thank you. I was just trying to find it. Okay. Let me...
Whoa, Quadrill Arts here. Let me hit the menu button at the top right, please.
Wait.
I've got some stuff to show him.
Oh, Quadrill's Art. Okay, wait. I was gonna send that real quick, but
absolutely, go for it.
Then we can. I guess I'll do it in Tonic.
Me and him talked about a week or so ago, and we talked a little bit, and I was like, we can definitely build something that's a little bit more catered to what you're looking for. And since then, we have done that. So,
what? Why is this coming up? Come on.
Oh, Atomic Cub's being lovely today. I forgot about that.
I'll just use Nefty.
Yeah, Nefty has trading now. You can transfer and trade.
New follower.
They just open their trade offers.
Oh, this is my Soul of the Cat one. Dang it. It's attached because I was doing that. You know what? I'm going to just write down I'm going to use paper if I can find it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just write those down. And I'll send them out later. So you can show what's up here? Oh, there's some paper.
I'm about to fix your problem even faster.
You are?
Yep. I just minted more packs to the Soul of the Cat wallet.
Oh,
there you go.
That'll make it easier. Okay.
We'll sort it out later. But yeah, there's the same packs there.
Oh,
so you're good to go. I just happen to have that tab still open. So made it easy. Just refresh your inventory there and you're set to go.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
I think the retail wax price on these right now is about 400 wax piece. Something like that, 300, 400 wax piece. They're up there. Enjoy.
That's awesome.
Hopefully you get some good pulls. You do have the ability to pull packs within your pack, so you can either pull another 10 pack, or you can pull a 25 pack out of your pack as well too.
What did you want me to show, Quadro?
Let's go back to the main Twitchy Tides page. The main game page, I'm sorry.
The game?
Yep. Nope, the game.
Okay. It's in here somewhere.
There you go, hit menu. You were just there, where your tank was. Yep, you can hit menu there. And it'll bring you back and refresh it.
All right.
And then there's the settings button at the top right. Once you get into Twitch.
Because you're behind. Maybe I should share my screen with you. Well, that probably wouldn't.
Just hit the Twitch button. I'm catching up with you slowly.
Okay, you are? Okay.
Yep, Twitch.
All right.
Full button. Yep, settings at the top right.
Okay.
There we go. Ooh, it might be in the other set of commands settings. Let's go to general. There we go. This is the page I was looking for. Commons only. So if you want to run a pure RNG, no abilities, except for up, right, left, and down, where the fish have no special abilities, anything like that, you can now do so. A couple of people felt that the RNG wasn't fair because people get to do abilities. But we'll have to say I've proven over and over and over that that is untrue, that if we put a mixed amount of commons with whatever fish, commons still come out on top. We've proved it in multiple streams. But if you want it, it's there to use. Have fun. However you want to play the game, that's what we try to do, is cater it to how the streamer wants to play their game. We're not trying to dictate how they play their game. So if they want an option like this, we had a few people ask, so we put it out there for them. So Commons Only is now available if for any reason anyone wants to play it. Cool. But have you played around the settings very much at all in here, or this first time adventuring in here?
I had them set up. Uga told me what to do, and I listened.
Gotcha. So okay. Well, let me tell you the right way to set them up.
Yeah, because
let me tell you the right way.
They're actually back to scratch since I had to clear my queue or not my queue.
Because nobody,
cache.
including Las Vegas 8, knows how to set these
Let's
settings
do
up
this.
right.
Okay.
So here is the class on what the settings are meant to be for Twitchy Tide. So start with Jellyfish, lower its speed down to 2.
Did you mean Pink Felicia?
Yep, that's the Jellyfish.
I was like, yeah, I know it's a jellyfish. I was just teasing you.
We'll drop it down to about 2.
How about
then go up top where it says Pink Felicia. 1, yeah, that's fine. It's close enough around there.
Okay.
Then go to Pink where it says Pink Felicia. Click on that. Let's choose random. You should be able to scroll down and have a random down button at the bottom.
Yep, it's white now.
There we go. And that needs to be fixed. No one ever uses this, so they don't see the button there. And change your delay to about 4 seconds.
It's hard to control a little bit with my mouse, maybe.
Yeah, just somewhere close to around that range, somewhere around there. Yeah, 4.2, 4.3, something. That's all good. Perfect. Sure. That's good.
Okay, cool.
And now Shark, let's bring the speed up to 7.
The Shark? Okay. So I can just leave it as it is right there. Okay. Speed 7. We'll stay with 6.98. Okay.
Yep. Perfect. That's close enough. Absolutely close enough. And change your delay down to 3 or 4 like you were before in the last one.
Okay.
On the Jellyfish, change your left and right to random as well, too. On the Jellyfish. The Shark, leave it as left to right. Kind of picky on that one. Depth charges, speed 1, delay, you're good there. Worm, you're good there. Cannonball, probably good there as well. I've always been happy with those, but the Jellyfish and the Shark kind of have been frustrating to me at times. Let's go to the general tab. Let's look at your max kills. How many enemies are on the screen? Max kills, we have them all set right now high. Okay, so enemies are on the screen. How many people we got? Then about 40 people. So we're moving kind of fast. So let's do 3 enemies on the screen.
Okay.
So you got 1, 2, 3. Should be about in the middle. Okay, good. And for anybody, if you can hit the commands at the top right, for anybody that doesn't know the basic commands, these are them. You're going to have your commons, which are exclamation point up, exclamation point down, exclamation point left, and exclamation point right. Uncommon, you pick up exclamation point spin. Scarce, which is not on this because we haven't updated yet, is exclamation point loop, exclamation point freeze for the rare. You can also do exclamation point release to do the freeze. And if you have an epic, which I don't even think it's been put on all the new epics yet, exclamation point fart, which I need to have that conversation with the dev because we have epics that can't fart and that's not fun. So in legendary, every legendary should be different. The last legendary had the laser with the spinning combination. Then it also does snap. That's going to be a mainstay for legendaries. It's the snap, which brings people back like the revive does. It's an Iron Man fish, so the snap kind of goes with the same theme.
Okay.
But cool. Well, you're set to go.
Okay.
This is my settings that I preferred when I set up the game and build everything. This is the way it was kind of designed. Now, all the other people, they're welcome to do whatever they want. Giving Vegas shit, we do this all the time. Excuse me again for cussing. I'm getting kicked off the stream again. But yeah, everyone likes their own different settings. Some people like it slow. Some people like it fast. I want my jellyfish to look like it is in the ocean where it's just kind of bobbing, going slowly across. People get a kick out of watching this jellyfish go across the screen at 100 miles an hour for some reason. Sure, okay, that's what you like, okay. And then they have the shark go, 2 miles an hour. I'm like, y'all got this so backwards. Sharks attack mean and fast. Jellyfish just kind of float across the water and sting you if you bump into them. To me, that's just how my brain works is, this is how they are in the ocean. This is how they should be in the game. But again, they can have fun. They can set their settings however, like it's their stream and they have fun with it. And the best thing is everyone enjoys it. Everyone enjoys the different setups. They can go from one stream to another and experience almost a whole different game with the type of setups that people use. And that's one of the best things that I think we've done on this game is give streamers the flexibility to cater the game to the way they want their stream. If you need a giveaway that's going to last in only 5 seconds, you can turn it on to Piranha mode, and it will literally last 3 to 4 seconds. We'll do it next game.
Okay.
We'll run this one. Next game, we'll run Piranha mode, and it's brutally fast, and it's very bloody and very fast game. But
it looks like we're still having people jump in right now.
So yeah, every prize tonight's a 10 fish pack. So if you haven't entered yet and you're interested in getting a nice pack of fish that is worth a nice bit of wax, whether you want to keep the pack or not, enter. You never know. Everything's being picked by RNG tonight for the numbers. So whether you finish first or last, you have a chance of winning. So it's not about how you place in the game. It's about how lucky you are with the RNG picker. And we also have a big variety of fish. Every week we have 2 or 3 fish come out. I need to slow that down because I'm going to eventually overwhelm myself. But we have some catching up to do, and we have a lot of stuff going on right now. But I have fish saved up. As you know, you saw your fish, 2 months ago? 2 months ago?
It seemed a lot
when the first time you actually saw it.
It seemed
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm still catching up with people from when we barely first started the game. And that's when I met you in Frazzle's stream.
Mm-hmm.
And it just popped in my head. A catfish would be so cool. And actually reminded me of doing a catfish for your collection. And I jumped on it that night. I think like 2 days later, I was showing you, hey, here's this fish.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And,
and I was smart because I said yes. And I didn't even know what I was saying yes to.
Well, it's worked out for you. A funny little story is I showed your fish off to a couple of people in a voice chat a month ago maybe. And they all absolutely loved it. Just show them stuff that was coming in the future. And one of the people in that voice chat happened to be Mr. Tufu from Skunky Chunks, who asked for basically copies of the art file so he can have them printed out, and he's going to color alter them a little bit to match his cats. But he's getting one printed of each one of these catfish for each one of his cats that he has. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And he's one of the OGs in wax. He's one of the places I came from in wax. So I look up to him a lot, and he's a great guy. So if you don't know Skunk Chucks, definitely check him out. You might not be a most cannabis friendly person, but he has a good collection. He has a good thing going on with his collection.
All my friends and family and pretty much everyone but me.
Yeah. But you. Well, you're the oddball out. It seems to be a pretty common thing around wax too, from what I've noticed. But
I prefer
we're all bored at home. You prefer what?
I prefer coffee. That's my drink.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That is the total opposite.
I know. That's why I don't smoke weed.
That's more like liquid cocaine.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm already mellow. So if I smoke, I will be asleep. I can't function.
My brain just starts going and going, and that's how I ended up and awake at all hours of the night. In between caffeine and my brain not shutting up, I don't get a whole lot of sleep sometimes.
I drink coffee.
I love doing this.
I sleep so well with coffee, so I don't know. But I'm glad you're enjoying this. It seems.
Oh, absolutely! It's a blast,
like you're having fun.
And it's fun to see everybody be so happy and enjoying everything. And I give out 3.5 billion wolf last week.
I know,
and that was insane to see the dollar amounts go out that are associated with that, but. It's the generosity of Woofy that made that possible. That didn't come out of my pocket. A lot of people made it seem or feel like to me that came out of my pocket, but it didn't. That was the allotment that was given to us by Woofy, and we were told to make the best use out of it possible. And what I see as the best use for us is to incentivize people within these streams to come to these streams, participate with these streamers, and grow the community. And if you look around, all these new streamers, all the kind of OG streamers, the community is picking up on Twitch all the way around. And it's great because Twitch is such a great place to give information and educate people on the wax system, because you can show them step by step of how things work from point A to point Z. And you got OGs like Frazzle that does that, CS Sully that does that, Las Vegas Ape. They don't focus around their collections. I mean, Las Vegas Ape has taken far more time to talk about Twitchy Tides in the last 2 months than he has his own collection. And I would say it's probably about an 80-20 percentage that he's talking about Twitchy Tides. 80% of the time, he's playing clips 5% of the time, and he is talking about his collection 15% of the time. And that's not fair to him, but I much appreciate it. And hopefully I'm trying to take some stress off of him a little bit, where he doesn't feel like he has to constantly be preaching and teaching. I am very grateful for it, but I also want him to be able to grow in his own. He started with this raffle today for this big 48-hour stream he's doing, which is absolutely insane in itself.
I know.
48 hours of a nonstop stream.
Is he doing 48? Did he go, before it was like maybe 16 to 24, did he just seriously make it? He's doing it 48 hours. He's going to run some long marble races and take a nap in between. Now, I think we should start a poll on how long this nap is actually going to be. So I think that could be a fun little addition as how long the nap actually is. But that's crazy. 48 hours of nonstop streaming. Watch Breakman go through doing his stuff over with Anaftopia. How tired he was. I've seen Sully do a couple of 24-hour streams, how tired he was. And it's a lot for him to take on. And a brave person for doing it. But we'll make it work one way or another. If he's at to the point where he just needs to take a break, we can raid over to another streamer or something like that, throw on a long marbles game. Whatever the case may be, we're going to keep it going. It's going to last 48 hours. He can play a movie or something.
That's it.
I know that he's played some shows on his stream. And
all sorts of options. But yeah, it will be 48-hour stream. There's right at now about 40,000 wax worth of wax giveaways that he's doing. I put in a bunch of 25-pack Series 1 epics, which are about 2,000 wax a piece, 10 packs, 1 pack. And then there was tons and tons and tons of other prizes. Anything from Skunky Chuck, Scourge Unite, Digital Pop Kingdom. Who else was there? I'm sure there's a whole list that I'm forgetting. Probably about 30 names I'm forgetting.
Soul of the Cat.
I think
the online.
Soul of the Cat. You put them in online.
I know.
I was going to assume. I just don't know the whole list.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, but tons of lists. If you know their name, they're probably involved with this giveaway. So lots of really cool stuff. You should definitely check it out. He does a lot of fun games. Besides Twitchy Tides and marbles, he dunks his head in a kiddie pool and grabs balls with his mouth. He has a giant Plinko board. He does all sorts of cool, fun stuff.
I know. I actually participated in the Plinko for the first time.
And then
he does poker also.
He does poker. That's going to be a big part of what the stream is. I'm voting for him to do the Jello in the kiddie pool again. So he filled the kiddie pool up with Jello and did the bobbing for balls. That was probably one of the funniest things at first. That turned into probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Because if you mix all these flavors of Jello together, they turn brown. So, but yeah, it was entertaining and everybody had a lot of fun. I'm sure he didn't have fun that night washing his hair, but still everyone had a lot of good time. And I'm very thankful for everything he's done for us. He's been a great person and he is a big reason of why we are where we are now. But I've talked on and on and on. So is everybody ready to play this game?
Yeah, I think everyone's ready. I added
we did get 5 more viewers or 5 more players since the last time I looked.
Including me. I registered my fish, my Soul of the Catfish, so that I still need to work on this, but maybe you can talk about after this game, we can talk about the state.
Absolutely. Yeah, going through everything, how to register fish, staking fish, absolutely.
Yeah, because look I have 0 tide. I have to get things cracking.
Well, if you don't know, people in the chat, this collab that we're doing is a 50-50 split. So Soul of the Cat gets half of the proceeds from the sale. So you're not just filling my pockets, which goes back to the community anyway, but you're helping her out too. So you're helping her be able to grow her collection and be able to give her the financial tools to be able to help build her collection as well. So even if you just buy one Soul of the Cat, you don't have to buy them all to be able to create the whole blend set. But everyone that you get adds a little bit more to what she has ability for in her stream. So I'm not going to say buy her stuff, but it does help. I
actually like to do that as well because I like the 50-50 split, although I often fight with Frazzle a lot. It's hard for him to accept 50-50. Sometimes he'll take less and I have to fight him. And sometimes I'll make him take it all because he does a lot of work. And Justin, he has, the Soul of the Cat series that Justin does. They're a lot different. They come out less often, and they're kind of special. There's a different way that he'll have to explain, but we also do the 50-50.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was pretty happy about that. I want to support the artists for sure, because I mean, the most I do is, flit around and socialize with everybody. And
Well, you also gave me access
play.
to your community, which is important to me. That's what I gain out of this. Yeah, I make a little bit, but also that's also time to draw up the catfish, draw the four variants of the catfish, turn them into PNG animations, put them onto a sprite sheet, send them over to Slick Sheep, who puts them into the game. Then he does all the animations in the game.
Yeah.
He creates the special ability. So there's quite a bit involved in getting something into the game. But the thing that helps us out the most is we're helping grow the game and grow the community. And to me, that's worth the 50-50 split. Even if all you did is say, yes, I want to do this. And yes, I'll take 50%. And you do a nice little stream like this, and we're good, because you gave us access to be able to show this off to your community, which is an asset that you have of your own, which is, like I said, your community. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah, I do enjoy how much it's livened up things for a lot of streams. And I don't know, I don't think people realize how much work is behind even making NFTs, and you have to pay. You pay to make everything work.
Yeah.
And games even more so, with the developers and such.
Well, as you grow, the RAM costs start getting littler and littler. And look at it this way: every time that you have to pay RAM to the Nifty blocks, that means that you sold stuff, and that you're doing well, that you sold enough that you need more RAM again. So it's a sign that you're being successful at what you're doing. It's just the cost of success that comes with it a little bit. But to me, if I see that we're out of RAM, I'm like, wow, we sold that much already? Wow, that's crazy. All right, here's another 100 wax, and keep going. So hopefully it can start being that way for you, and you can keep growing and growing. So you've had a good start with this last drop that you sold out. Now you got this one that's moving pretty well. Again, go buy soul tokens. It's just opening up. You're in a good position to get a good price right now, everybody. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, by no means. But it's something I did. Maybe you want to do the same thing. And we're up to 50 people. We got one more person because I kept talking again. So whenever you're ready to start the game, feel free. Oh, another person in Spitfire. I've seen him a long time around Wax. He's a good guy. I've seen him around Sully Stream. We got Uga, SouloftheCat. Dan is a master of Discord. He's the hero behind Wax Portal. If you haven't tried it, you should. Jimmy, Autumn's Toys, Big Nudgy Night Person, Solid One, know them. Tricky, that is Mike Trick's wife. Meet the Artist. That is upcoming stream that you got to check out. If you haven't checked out yet, Meet the Artist.
I just saw the name and I was like, I want to meet the artist.
Yeah, Meet the Artist. He does interviews with artists around Wax. And this is a very intelligent guy. And he asks a lot of good questions. And he's very curious about how people got into Wax and how their story developed that got him from not being involved in NFTs at all the way up. So very cool stream. Something I'm going to be doing with him eventually. He's been knocking on my door forever saying, pay attention to me. You promised me this a month ago. And he's been a lot kinder than that. But the truth is, I promised him things a month ago, and I'm still like, just hold on one more minute. And he's been super kind. So there he is right there. So you're definitely not forgotten about. We are going to do this at some point in time. But he's a great person. He did an interview with Welsh. That was very cool as well, too. I did be able to catch that. So great guy. Like I said, super intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. Definitely check out his streams.
Yeah. You guys ready for this one? We have 52 now. All right, that's it. I don't see anyone else jumping in. Okay, there we go. Takes a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's coming. I see it, but all kinds of things going on here. Hey, there's another soul of catfish. Oh, he died.
Did my dad catfish die? Of course mine did. I always die. I swear, I've won 2 games since this game is 3, I think now. Since this game's been in existence, I have won 3. And I enter them all the time. I don't do a whole lot of spam, but man, I hardly ever win.
Too funny. I usually just play, and I don't do the commands very much because I'm watching it on my phone at work. And so I'm like, I just sometimes I'll put in a hide, even though it doesn't really exist, right?
So you have a break turtle then, if you're using hide.
No, I just do it for fun.
Gotcha. Because exclamation point is the rare hide is the rare break
It's
turtle.
the turtle.
Which he has another secret command that's coming. He asked about, and I'm like, yes, we can do this. So there's
cool.
more coming for the break turtle for those that are collectors of that break turtle. You got more coming.
That's awesome. I like that turtle.
And one of the things that is nice about having our own dev is we can write our own contract, wax contracts, and that removes the limitations that you have with Nifty and Atomic and NFT Hive. So we can do stuff that are unique to ourselves that you can't really do with those other things. Like when people say, I wish I could do a blend like this, we actually have that ability. And if you have an opportunity to get a dev involved with your collection, absolutely needs to be someone that you can trust. There's a lot involved. So it has to be someone that you absolutely can trust. Don't get Joe Blow off the street. It has to be someone you can trust. But if you work with a dev to get some contracts, I strongly recommend it. It can take you to places that you've never dreamed of before. I mean, I never thought this game would be like this. I never thought we'd have our own marketplace on our site, our own drops, our own blends, our own breeds, stuff like that. Now, the breeding, that's kind of funny. That was just me poking fun at Wombat. Because so many people said, when breeding? They promised it a year ago. So I'm like, why not? We'll do some breeding. And we created fish breeds, which turned out to be a fun little thing, and it's growing and growing now. So it's a fun addition. With the difference between a blend and a breed is on a breed, you stake your NFTs in the breeding tank for 2 weeks, and you get either a pack or an NFT, or in some cases we give out wolf, depending on your breed that you're doing. But after the end of the 2 weeks, you get your NFTs back. So you're not burning in NFTs; you're just kind of locking them away for 2 weeks, and that one takes you out of our staking pool, which gives us a little bit of a stress relief on the staking pool, and it gets you something cool in return. So that's another little option that we have. Now, you wanted to see how you were set up and going through our inventory and how everything is set up for you. So from here, all right. So you would go to the page you were just on, which is the Twitchy Tides page. Awesome. Okay, so let's click on your left-hand side. You got all your little filters right there. Let's click on tanks. Or tank.
Oh, because I have one. Where is it?
We'll click on tank. It should be at your very top little group.
Oh,
the top little group at the left that says tank.
It's black.
Okay, so I bet it's in your other wallet.
You did? Oh, it might be in my Gib wallet, huh? Okay.
It might be in your Gib wallet.
Let's look. I think I can sign out of this one.
I can also just jump over here and mint you one, because what I sent you was one that is blendable. I'll just mint you one directly to your wallet that is the NTT that you would be blending for anyway. Oh, okay. And when you find someone that is worthy of being a Twitchy Tides player, just give that tank I gave you away to them.
Okay. Well, I'll put it on if I put it on the wheel.
We just don't want somebody that's like a major multi-accounter or something like that getting a hold of these tanks.
You want it to be someone that I know.
So somebody that you're confident, hey, this is a good person in the community, and I bet that they would like playing this game.
Okay.
I'm sure you can find somebody.
Yeah.
Like Frazzle.
Frazzle! Yep. Sold.
He needs a tank.
He does.
Because I don't think he has one. And he should. Because like I said, me and you, Frazzle, we are going to talk soon.
Frazzle, are you still here? Frazzle, sometimes
I bet he is.
It's late for him, I know. But Frazzle?
He's like, I am not leaving her with this psycho dude on Twitch with her. I am not. I don't care if I have to stay up till 5 a.m.
I have so many protectors. Look, I got Quadril, I got Opie,
and you should have a tank in your Soul wallet now. Yeah, SouloftheCat wallet should tank now.
There we go.
Beautiful. Back over here so we can see.
It's going to take a sec.
Okay, so once you get the tank in, let me back up. There's the 10 fish tanks, which is what she has in her other
What kind
wallet.
of background? I might have been hitting the mic because it was low. How about now? I might have been cuddling the mic too much. Is it better? Okay.
Nope. So you have the 10 fish tanks, which are basically just a blendable NFT to be able to get 25 fish NTT tank. NTT meaning non-transferable token. These tanks, you cannot sell them. You cannot transfer them to another friend. Only thing you can do is stake them to use them, or you can burn them. If you don't want it, burn it. But
interesting.
The purpose is to stake it and to be able to use it. And how you stake it, you see that fancy blue stake button there?
I push the button?
Yes, ma'am. And once you push that fancy blue button, it'll take you through a wax transaction if you've connected your wallet, which I believe you already have.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple to do. Top of the page, it has the wallet connection. It has a little picture of the wallet. You click on it. You choose whether you want a Wombat wallet, Anchor wallet, or Wax Cloud. You do your normal login. If you've done anything on Wax, you've used it before.
Mm-hmm.
So you're set there. Now you have a staked tank. All right. So now you can go to the fish tab on your left, and that'll bring up all your fish. And now you see the option where you can stake your fish.
Mm-hmm.
And the simplest way to do it is, would say stake all, but you have a handful of commons. Most commons you do not want to stake. Commons on Series 1, you just want to hold on to those. Those are far too valuable to do anything with at the moment because they have good breeding use. Now, the Series 2 uncommons, which are going to be like the Oscar oranges, the Gertrude grapes, stuff like that, they are great for blending for food. There's a blend where you can go take this food, take this fish, turn it into food, sticking it in a blender, and it creates 10 fish food. That feeds your fish. What happens if you don't feed your fish? That's the most common question we get asked. Your fish does not die. Every 72 hours, your earnings are cut by 50%. So if you have a legendary fish that earns 1 tide an hour, if you do not feed it for 72 hours, it's going to go to half a tide an hour. You don't feed it for another 72 hours, it's going to go to 0.25. And if you go 9 days without feeding your fish at that point is going to earn nothing. So you got to keep it fed. Food is pretty cheap, depending on the rarity you have. I have people like Las Vegas Ape that has feeding bills of 230 wax every 3 days. But he has an insane amount of fish, and they're all high level. So depending on how invested you are into the game determines your food level. But then they also have plants and stuff like that to offset feeding costs. That's a little bit more advanced for where we're at right now. But right now, you like your stuff up at the top. Like I saw you had the PD Sharker up there and stuff like that. Your blue souls are all stakeable, and you can start earning your tide that way.
Okay, well, can I, if I get more to blend to, so I have 4 of these, then will I blend up to the next color blend? Or
yes, yep, that would be the
so I'm going to save that
one.
for those. So I'll do that with those.
Stake them until you're ready.
Still stake them?
Okay. There is no unstaking time. It's a lot of people think like Wombat or removing wax from your like the CPU staking, where there's like a 24-hour or 72-hour wait before you can unstake them. No, you can unstake them when needed. Okay. The only thing is you do not start earning or anything till you actually go through 10 claim hours. So once you get past that initial 10, your earnings will kick in and you'll be able to get all that stuff done. But yeah, if you decide in 12 hours, I'm doing a blend, you're set to go. You can unstake it, blend it, and restake it. No problem.
Okay. I'm probably going to do my Soul of the Catfish after this stream. So I'm going to leave that. But I could stake all these other ones, and except for the ones that we want to be fish food, right?
Yeah. Now, this basically your fadeds, all those are going to be commons. You don't have a whole lot to stake at the moment. Your souls are, your PD Sharker is. You have this Zeb, which is stakeable as well too. Now the green one there, the green Craig and the pink Craig, those, if you stake them, they're going to cost you more food than what they're going to produce in tide.
Which ones?
So you can stake them. The 2 Craigs, the pink and the green one, right next to the Zeb that you just
they're little hungry buggers.
Okay. Yes, they are. But hold on to those because those are very useful fish. And I just keep them set back, and you'll be good to go.
I was working up my way for hydro. I only So I'm slow at everything. Ask Quadril. Everything takes me a while to get into.
Well, but now that you got some steak done, let's show you how to get some food.
Okay.
So let's go to utility, all the way at the top menu.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll see blending. We'll go to blending.
Quadril say no comment, just for sure. Yep.
And then scroll down and you'll see a fish food blend. You'll see a little container of fishy food.
Fishy food. Oh, yep, I see. Okay.
I'm catching up with you. There we go. Okay. So you select that one there, just like you're doing. Yep. And that'll take into the blend. And then you pick whatever fish you want to blend. And one fish, I would suggest you had multiple of the Oscar oranges. So I would suggest blending one of the Oscar oranges, which is already pre-picked for you. And you can blend that to get your 10 fish food, which is enough for you to feed your fish for probably about 2 weeks from the amount of fish that you currently have. So you just hit start blend.
Okay. Come on.
Not a Spitfire yet. We just added a new bigger fish food available today where you can get 50 fish food from people that got these big tanks. It was turning into a lot of transactions where, like, hey, I need to get 200 food at a time, and can get 10 food at each transaction. That's 25 transactions, and I'm like, okay, I totally get that. We will narrow that down. So we now have a 50 quantity available of the fish food. So now you got your food. You just blended your first food. Mm-hmm. Next step, you go back to staking, and now we need to put the food into the actual game. So if you go back into staking, you'll be able to find your food in staking area. You can use the filter menu at the left to be able to just go to fish food. That will make it quick for you, make the only thing left on the screen. It'll be over there where you selected tank earlier. Mm-hmm. There we go. And now you just click burn for food and you confirm the transaction. That puts the food into the game wallet and you're set to go when you're ready to feed your fish.
Okay.
And now you see here, it says your balance, you have 10 food. A new little pop-up window just popped there next to your total feed.
Nice.
As well. So beautiful. So that gets you on your way. So in 10 hours, you'll be able to do your first claim. And then you can start feeding your fish from that point. And your fish won't eat a whole lot because you don't have a whole lot of fish. But as you grow, the first thing you'll want to do is get some plants. Once you get some plants, plants produce food. And that gives you more food to feed your fish. If you go to the top under game and shop, you can view our plant selection. We have a seagrass, which is essentially seaweed. We have a giant, the tank of love. But there's our anemone, or as they say, I can't even say how he says it. Anemone. There we go.
Anemone.
Anemone. And
sorry.
And every time he says, I think of the little Nemo thing where he's going to meet his teacher, and he tries to say anemone, and the teacher's like, "All right, kid, don't hurt yourself." But
awesome.
There's your plants, and your plants produce food. The seagrass produces 1 food every 48 hours. The giant kelp produces 2 food every 48 hours, and the anemone produces 4 food every 48 hours.
Okay, but you gotta have Tide.
But you have to have Tide, exactly. Now you can go to Alcor or Taco and swap for Tide if you want to get Tide, or you can get either way. So depending on which route you want to go, you can do it either way. So plants are probably the first thing you want to do. Breeding tank is going to probably be one of the second things you want to do, unless you have your tank absolutely full with like all rares. I don't suggest moving up to a 50 fish tank yet. A lot of people just think, oh, stake more. Get your first tank filled well before you move on to a 50 fish tank. A lot of people have made that mistake, and all of a sudden they're like, I put all this in, now I have to blend all this, and now it's costing me all this, and they end up like, wow, I wish I would have waited a little bit. So get the most out of your 25 fish tank before you move up to your 50 fish tank. We had a lot of people that went through really, really fast, be able to get way up there in the game. So there was a need for it, but it's not there for everybody. If you want it and you have a need for it, you absolutely have access to it. But it's not something I would say on your first day, it's a necessity. First week, it's a necessity. unless you're buying into the game at that level, which those people already know what they're doing and stuff like that. So if you're just trying to test the waters and figure out the game, that's probably not the item that you're looking for. Plants, stuff like that is probably more along the lines of something that can help you out more. Me personally, I have a blend of fish and plants in my tank that I don't have enough fish that exceed my plant production. So I don't go through and I don't have to go buy or blend fish to be able to get food. I only have 8 fish in my tank. Of course, I'm the creator of the collection. I'm not going to be going through and stealing everybody's NFTs saying I need this one and this one and this one and buying everything up.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair. That's not fair to anybody. And I don't think it's fair for me to be making a bunch of Tide either, because that takes away from the community as well. So I have 8 fish in my tank almost just for testing purposes. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy it. It is fun. I like entering the games and playing a lot of them. I try not to win sometimes if the prize is good, like a bob and a ball from Pop and Stock. Anybody has a bob and a ball from Pop and Stock, don't care what the mint number is unless it's mint number 1. I'll give 250 wax for a bob and a ball. If you have mint number 1 bob and a ball, I'll give you 1,000 wax for it. It's a standing offer. I have it in the Atomic Hub on the buy offers, so you don't even have to come find me. You can just accept the buy offer. It's there. So,
okay. There is a question for you.
Sell it to me. Yes.
There's
I saw Tisha's had one too, and I hasn't missed it. But go for it, please.
Well, let me find it. Unless you found it. Where'd it go? Does someone have the question handy? I'm looking. I don't know how far back.
Are we talking about the tissues question?
The tissues
I saw
question.
P said we have a question for you. But there was a question from Tissues. I saw it, and then I got to talking again, and I got distracted. Tissues, after you feed on the 9th day, is the tide amount restored back to your original amount, example 0.1 tide? So if you feed your fish on the 9th day, it's going to take the same amount of food as if you were feeding it on the 72 hour. The food level does not increase, just your tide decreases every 72 hours. So if you get all the way to 9 days, you still only have to pay 1 fish food. And you might be able to earn a little bit more that way and kind of starve your fish down a little bit. You're not killing your fish. You're just losing a little bit of earnings. So if that's what works best for you, go for it. But, it's not going to cost you any more from 72 to 9 days. Even if it's 18 days, it's still that one portion of fish food that fish requires. And when you're looking at the inventory page, each individual fish shows you how much fish it consumes in that 72-hour period. Something new added today, it also shows all the special moves for the fish as well, too, in the inventory page. Because a lot of people ask, what does my fish do? Well, you have this fish. It's an uncommon, so it spins, and it does up, down, left, and right. Well, what about this fish? Oh, this fish farts. A fish fart? Yeah, fish fart too. At least in our world they do.
Did you answer the question, when's the best time to level up?
When you have no other options available. Because if you level up and then you want to blend that NFT, you're going to lose that level up. The attribute does not carry over. So if you have legendaries, it might be worth the level up. If you have something that's limited, like the Soul of the Cat, the rare of the Soul of the Cat, the Faded Fishy, Hydro Kylo, the DPK subs. If you have the highest levels of those aren't going to be going up any more rarities. So those are good ones to level up. Only things that you never, ever, ever will blend. No, legendaries. Eventually there's going to be a blend for legendaries. I've stuck it out there a few different times that there is a grail in the future. It is not in the near future, but there is a grail in the future, and it's going to take multiple legendaries to get that grail. So you might not want to waste that level up, but you might want to. On the other hand, to be able to get those earnings, because a level up on a legendary is quite a substantial gain in Tide earnings. So you got to do your math, and every person's tank and situation is different. I don't know what fish you have. I don't know your financial status. I don't know how much you like these fish. There's a lot of things that come into play on whether you decide to do these things or not. And like I said, everybody's situation is different. You kind of got to judge it for yourself on what's best for you. There's a lot of people that have used this far more than me. a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, and I feel dumb sometimes because I don't know some of the answers because I don't use it as much as they do. When somebody like OP just spits off an answer fast, and because he's done it 10 times. I did it 2 times in testing a month ago. And I don't remember. And OP's done it 10 times in the last week, and he's like, bam, 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 bam. And it makes me feel a little stupid sometimes, but I really appreciate the people stepping up like that. Cause I'm like, what did we say we're going to do on this? I don't remember. And so, because we go through and we talk about different things every day, and it might be 2 or 3 weeks before we actually launch something from when we set it up. So I don't remember everything, but thank God we have a really strong community that loves to help. Las Vegas is great at that. Chucky, OP, Bacon Puppet, Ostrich. I can name countless people. I know I'm forgetting a ton of people, and I hate that I'm forgetting their names right now. My mods, JT, Frizzy, MJ Owns You. Tons of people that are very, very happy to help. Mm-hmm. So feel free to lean on them to ask some of these questions because they know the answers. They use this stuff every single day. I know how to get to the answer, but they can answer it a lot faster than I do because they have repetition where I don't. That's awesome. Any other questions? I'm back reading chat now, so. Well, why don't we go over to Nifty and open one of those packs that I sent you?
Oh, okay.
Then we'll play some more games.
We have 41. Oh, I should get in again, but I'll do that. Okay, where am I going? Nifty. Back to my. I guess I just have to refresh. These are from earlier. Was I looking?
You are going to go, just click on under where it says Soul of the Catfish. It says Twitchy Tides. Where? You see the picture of the catfish.
Oh, now I moved from it.
That's fine. Any of those Twitchy Tides. Oh, now you're on.
I messed it. I'm behind you. But that's the market, right?
Yes.
I just have to open my NFT.
Yep, there you go. Twitchy Tides right there.
Oh, there. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's hard because when you're telling me stuff, I've already moved on. There's my tank. Okay.
So any way that you can just go to the main page, or you're on your inventory, yeah. You should be able to just hit the 3 little dots and click open pack.
Yeah, let's go.
Now, all of our packs are mint on demand. We run them for 12 weeks at a time on this Series 2. Series 1 was a very short series. We had to adjust earning rates, and now we went on to Series 2, which is 12 weeks long. So if you want a pack today, great. If you want a pack next week, they're still there. So you don't have to worry about running late, or if you don't have the wax for them today, they will still be there. And you can still blend your way up, whether you're Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, or Series 4. You can always blend yourself up to a legendary, which is the earning fish, which earns you a portion of the revenue. Last month's revenue share for each individual legendary holder was 500 and change wax. So that's a nice little monthly intake that was split between 80 different people. So that's 500 to 80 different people. Over 40,000 wax was sent out for that. So you can definitely do some earning. Ooh, you got a green guppy.
Yeah, there's another question.
A lot of people don't notice on this green guppy because they look at it real quick, but it has 3 eyes.
I was just going to say.
A lot of people don't notice that third eye.
That's the third eye, the one in the middle. That's awesome. The question is from Spitfire. 420 Spitfire. You mentioned blending was involved with having the bigger tank. Could you elaborate? Because he was thinking of getting it because he wanted to stake more food. Because 5 enemies are not enough.
Now, that I can understand. If you have your math worked out in your head, I think you're on the right track if you're doing that because you're doing it for sole purposes of food production to be able to feed your fish. You're not looking to stake 20 more uncommons, which are going to cost you a lot of food and not give you a whole lot of return. If you're doing it for food purposes, I think you're on the right track.
I got another green guppy and a lippy and a zip.
Nice. And you know, those are about 70, 80 wax a piece. So those are nice.
Wow.
Zip, which those blend up to. There you go. You got another pack in your pack.
Yeah, another pack. Awesome.
So that's another great pull. So that just paid you back for a free pack. But if you would have bought this pack, you just got your money back, basically. With another pack. So that's cool.
Chucky Cherry.
Named after our favorite friend in our chat, Chucky. I couldn't use Chucky with IE. So, because I didn't want to copyright his name. Then we got another guppy. Looks like you're going to be about ready to blend up for a new rare to be able to get like maybe a clownfish or something like that. A chimichanga.
Pucker.
The Fishy McLightning.
Nice.
Nice. Very cool. But it's nice to get a pack in a pack. That is actually an odd pull. So that was a very nice pull for you to be able to get. So.
Right on. So I go back to here. Oh no, I don't do it. Or I do. I can do some here, just not the Soul of the Cat one yet. But I can do. Maybe what is that one? Oh, okay.
You should be getting close to one of the rare blends, which would be the Peter Sharker, which you already have one, so you might want to do a different one, like the Clownfish, which is next to the Peter Sharker, or the very bottom row, you have the two new ones, which is the Chimichanga, which is almost like a Deadpool inspired, and then the Fishy McLightning, which is Lightning McQueen inspired. So those are getting pretty close. I don't know how many exactly scarces you have. You might be missing one color to be able to get it, which we have a great trading channel in our chat. A lot of people tell me it's one of the most busiest training channels in wax. So even when you compare it to Wombat or something like that, we get a ton of traffic through that trading channel. My phone goes off 24 hours a day from that channel. So I can say it's definitely busy. And it's not just people posting that I want to sell this, I want to get rid of this, I want to trade this. People actually responding, and trades are going back and forth. It's not just a bunch of classifieds I want to get rid of. So there's definitely a market out there. If you're looking to trade your fish, there's somebody that's interested in it.
Cool. I was going to refresh my fish tank so I could see everything floating around. It's cute.
So now you got a blue soul in your tank.
Yeah.
And if anybody's wondering how many common fish it does to complete the whole set completion, where you get the epic airdrop and the 5% split of the revenue from the Soul of the Cat drop, it does take a total of 85 commons to do so. But if you look at the secondary market and the prices of rares and prices of epics, the price is pretty well justified for what you are receiving versus what you are paying. Plus you get the 5% in revenue share on top of that.
Okay, yeah.
So are you missing, let's see, select asset. You have everything it takes if you wanted a chimichanga. There's no reason for you to actually keep those. So if you wanted a chimichanga, you could blend up.
This is no. Well, I probably have to refresh.
No assets available. Gotcha. Select asset.
I probably have to refresh, maybe.
Because I know you got some of these.
Yeah, I just need to refresh.
Refresh.
There we go.
Because I know you got some of those in that pack.
Yeah, I need a blue
there you
guppy
go.
and
Okay.
a yellow guppy.
So you need a yellow guppy and a blue guppy. So like I said, if you go to our trading, you might even have trades that's sitting there in our chat right now. People are like, oh, I have that yellow guppy and I need what you have. So thank you, OP. I appreciate that. Sending Tricky a link to be able to get her going there. And of course, you can do all these blends on Nifty. You don't have to do them on our page. We put everything on our page to try to make it so you don't have to bounce around from site to site. You can do everything all in one place. The marketplace is all Nifty based. The drops are Nifty based. The blends are done with our own contracts because we like to get a little freaky with it, you know? Change things around, have a little bit of fun. So being able to, like on our legendary blend, I wanted to be able to use any series 2 legendary to be able to breed a legendary, any series 1 legendary to be able to breed a series 1 legendary. That's not an option that you have on Nifty because I can't select individual attributes like that in that case. So it's something that we had to do a little bit different to be able to get it done. But appreciate that, Music Man.
Nice.
But I bet they're anxious to play a game.
I bet. I was just checking the messages if I missed stuff, but we have 46 when we get in for kicks.
Are you using Scurvy Bot?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, stick some of those 10 packs in your Scurvy Bot.
Okay. Let me see.
That way people can do some fun digging.
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, I have some from before.
Nice. Are those 1 packs?
I'm not sure. Let me look. Whatever ones you sent me before, if you know.
Probably 1 pack.
Okay. Let's see. In pools or no.
65 souls. He's going for the big guy. Go, Quadro.
I would blend fishy.
Going for the big one.
No. I'm still learning how to use this. View pools. No. Loyalty.
Probably view pools.
I think that's where.
That's just pulling tokens.
Yeah, tokens. I think it is. Built-in features. Deposit assets. Let's see what we got here. Hug a cat. I don't think it's enough.
Series 1. Difference between Series 1 and Series 2 is two different things. The amount of NFTs or rarities it takes to blend to get from common to legendary. There is common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary in season 1, series 1. In series 2, there's common, uncommon, scarce, rare, epic, and legendary. So there is an additional rarity in there. And also, series 2 earns about 10% less than series 1. That was the biggest hit that's going to be taken going from series to series. Every future series will be a little bit lower, but it's going to be about 5% lower going into series 3. Series 4 will be about 5% lower than what series 3 was as we keep moving forward.
This is how easy it is to throw things in the Scurvy bot. You just click on that deposit and it opens a template for you. And then you just pick them. How many should I throw in there for the dig?
That's up to you.
I mean, the dig could take, you never know. I'll just do, how many more should we give away tonight? I'll just do, like, because you already gave me a bunch, and I can get to my Soul of the Gib too, but.
Maybe put 5 in there or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, because you never know when they're going to get dug up.
And I am working with Dan, of course, who's Wax Portal, but he's also taking over the dev spot for Scurvy Bot.
Yeah.
And I'm already working with Captain on some stuff. Me and him already taking shots at each other, having fun. But we're doing a lot of stuff together. And so definitely I am a fan of Scurvy Bot and want to have my product associated with his. So definitely throw some good stuff in there, and it makes everybody happy. They have a good dig experience, they have a good pack experience, and they have a good stream experience. It's what it's all about. Everything working well together, and everybody comes up at the same time.
Awesome. I have my password. I have so many passwords now that I have to learn separate ones. There we go. I think we're in Soul of the Gib now. Cool.
You remember back like 20 years ago when we used to have to remember 30 different phone numbers?
Yeah, now we have to remember passwords. But
now it's all passwords. Yes.
I know, and I remember like my phone number from when I was like in junior high. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, we used to have to remember all these different phone numbers, and then we grow up a little bit more. All of a sudden, we have to start remember area codes with the phone numbers. When I was young, you never had to worry about an area code unless you were calling long distance. Now it's all sorts of stuff. You got 4 different area codes for one different place, and then now with cell phones, if somebody moves in from an area, they don't change their phone number, and that throws things off, and it sucks getting old.
All right, so we have 49. That's pretty good. Anyone else want to jump in? It's your last chance, not last, but we're gonna start it here in a minute.
There you go. A lot of people getting in. Whether just double checking to make sure they are in, like I'm about to do. So
you're in. Cool.
Yep. There we go. That got us to 50. I wasn't in.
Nice. All right.
And I'm playing with my kitty, my soul cat.
Oh, you got the gold? Oh.
I have the gold. Yes.
Ooh. Okay, ready?
Yep.
You got the glitter. It's kind of like fireworks a little bit. It's cute. Oh, you got
I need to change that a little bit. First time I've actually got to see it slow on the screen. Oh, we forgot to do a pro mode, which is something we're gonna.
Oh, yeah. We can
so after this game, we'll get everybody back in real quick, and we'll run a Piranha mode.
Okay.
Those are fun. And I hated the name Piranha mode from the very start. I did because they took away a fish, which I gave to them anyway. But there was going to be a piranha enemy fish, and there was going to be a piranha mode. But then they named it Piranha mode. And I'm like, damn you. Why do you, excuse me again, I'm sorry. You're messing with the game plan. But it's been fun, and they've enjoyed it. They've turned it into a thing. Now we have piranha parties and stuff like that, where you hit piranha mode. Where you start the piranha mode, immediately hit a party. As soon as the party ends, you go through 1 round of kills, then you hit a revive. That brings everybody back, and that's where the game actually starts. But that's with streamer manipulation.
Yeah.
Look at Funko Lover 30 using her Pikachu with its shock feature. That's cool. Nice. It's one of my favorites.
That is cute.
And we got Captain D-Gen's balls going across the screen. It's cannonballs, of course, not his real ones.
Yeah.
Since he is a pirate.
Oh! That one disappeared. Which
Yes.
one is that?
That one, that is the DPK. That's the rare version, and it has an invisibility cloak that it can hide for, I think, 6 seconds, something like that. And then you got your Peter Sharker, which is the Spider-Man inspired one, and basically it can bounce off a few enemies using its special ability. It's using its spin right now, which is a command you get with any rare and scarce and uncommon.
So you guys see it done.
Let me go get a drink. Congrats on the win. Funko ever miss. I never win anything. We are on to you.
Another
to
4.
Another
Ran
4.
Man.
Randman. Randman broke the tank. Randman, if you're listening, remember I said that. It'll come in handy one day. That was a glimpse into the future.
Oh, it broke the tank.
Yeah, I'm quoting Breakman. The exact words. Randman broke the tank.
All right. Congrats.
So Piranha mode. So you go back to your regular game menu.
Okay.
So you hit your menu there. It'll reload. Then you go to your Twitch button. And then you go to your settings. Then you go to presets.
Alrighty.
And then you move that little slider all the way to the right.
Okay.
There we go.
Come on. And you know what you're getting into.
Give a couple of minutes for people to enter. This can be a very fast-paced game. It should last about 5 seconds long.
Oh, man.
And it is pretty brutal.
Are you going to tell me?
It is just cartoon blood. No real fish are being injured. Don't have to worry about that. I don't need PETA on me.
Are you going to tell me which buttons to stream?
As soon as you hit start, hit P. Okay. And as soon as the party's over, you'll see the fish go by. The enemies go by real fast and hit R. And that would be a piranha party. But okay. Yeah, it's pretty simple to do. Just hit start, hit P. That'll immediately put you into the party mode. And then as soon as the first wave of enemy fish go by, hit R. Okay. It might take them all out in the first wave. It has done that sometimes. So this is a lot. Like I said, a very fast-paced game.
31. Top 10 will get a pack is only fitting the piranha mode. That's funny. From coins for Vince. Well, that wasn't my idea.
Coins for Vince. Those are going to be one NFT packs, but I am sending them right now.
You're going to do the one for the top 10 on the leaderboard?
For the top 10 that would ever come out.
Okay.
I'll send you 10.
That's going to take...
All you have to do is just click through them. Is click send, click send, click send.
Okay.
Should be pretty quick.
Okay.
Should be fast because you'll be able to click on the names at the end.
Now the Atomic Hub is working.
Hopefully, yeah. As long as the Atomic Hub's working, we should be good to go. If not, we'll do a copy all and we'll send them after stream.
Okay.
I'm putting in your address now.
You can send it to Gib.
Gib is where you want them?
Yeah.
Okay, so Soul of the Gib. Make sure I spelled it right, that I'm not sending it to some random guy sending it home. Okay. I sent 100 million woofie to somebody random the other day because I looked at the address on Twitch and typed it into my computer because I was watching on my iPad and I was sending from my computer and I mistook G for a Q. And I just sent somebody 100 million woofie just by mistake, which is about $100.
Oh my god!
So things happen, but I don't know if you know Jeff's Wax. Jeff Wax is the go-to guy for buying wax on wax. If you ever have trouble buying wax because of where you live or something like that, find Jeff's Wax. A lot of people around know him. He can definitely help you out if you have trouble buying wax.
Oh, that's good to know. Hey, Asteroid, did you hear that? Jeff's Wax. He's your new buddy. I mean, I'm still
very reputable person. Promise you won't have any issues with him. If you do, I'll pay it. I'll pay you back if you have an issue with Jeff. I stand behind him that much, and a ton of people in chat will say the same exact thing. Jeff is the best person to deal with, hands down. Whether you want to buy one wax, really, we probably won't sell one wax, but if you want to buy 100 wax or 5,000 wax, he's got it, and he will sell it to you. Or if you have wax to sell, if you're a creator and you're just like, know what, I have 10,000 wax, and I don't know how to get back to cash so I can pay my power bill. You can get a hold of Jeff Wax. He'll buy that wax from you as well too.
Holy moly! How cool
so now
is that?
there is a little tiny charge. It's like 3% that he charges, but that's just the cost of doing business.
You know what? That's
but 3% is
than
nothing compared. Exactly. 100% is cheaper than going through exchanges and stuff like that. He's a great guy.
Can someone put up that link?
OP, I believe you
It
have
has
it,
to
don't
be
you?
a VIP or it has to be a VIP or a mod. Las
And,
Vegas. Why aren't you a VIP? That's crazy. I gotta fix that.
But he's a great guy. And we're doing stuff with him as well, too. Dan's been working on that, Dan Asker as well. So we have stuff coming out with him that's going to be pretty big in the wax space as well. I was a Funko Pop collector, still a Funko Pop collector. Not like I used to be, but that's how I met a lot of these people that brought me into wax. I was a Funko collector and used to watch a lot of the Funko streams. And when watching Funko streams, I learned that CS Sully had his own Twitch stream. And I went over to CS Sully's stream, started watching his stream, started learning more and more. And then he made an appearance at he lives over there by you. He's up in Washington State. I'm over on the East Coast in North Carolina, but he made a trip all the way out here to a Funko Pop retailer out here for their grand opening. So I took the 2-hour trip over to meet him. We had a little nice weekend up in the mountains where he was at, and met him, and we've been talking ever since, back and forth. And now he's kind of working with us on this Twitchy Tides thing, and he's since then no longer with Funko, but that kind of was a COVID deal, and you know how COVID went for everybody. Some people it worked out for, some people it didn't. Unfortunately for him, he was on the sad face list, but still great, super guy. He deserves everything positive he's getting in his life. He has put so much into the community. It's astounding at how much time he puts in, and still comes on stream with a smile and a great positive attitude every single day that he streams. So great guy. He's the one that got me into wax. I wouldn't be here without CS Sully. So give him a follow, show him some love. Drop by one of his screens one day. He's a very, very smart guy when it comes to NFTs, and he is one of the best teachers in entry-level NFTs that you can find. So he can walk you through all the basic steps of everything. Frazzle as well, another great person at doing that. I don't want to take anything away from him. He's been doing the pounding the pavement, teaching everybody as time goes on. So many people that are good at doing that in this community. I hate that I don't get to see everybody that actually does that. That there's so many different ones, and they all have their different little quirks, and they take you into different areas and different things. Neon Space, stuff like that, get more into the tokenomic side of things. And I think Quadro Art's more of a metaverse type person and stuff. So there's all different sorts of people that you can find to go all sorts of different directions. Yeah. Which is very cool. Olga, another great person to learn from as well. Meet the artist. He was actually at one point in time a pretty well-known artist for a pretty well-known company. I wouldn't say he says he swept the floor for the people, but I guarantee you know the company that he worked for. So as an artist, so he might be playing himself down a little bit, but I think he's a little bit more than what he says sometimes. But people don't want to brag; they tend to be on the humble side. So, but another, like I said, super intelligent guy. A lot of those in wax that you'll find if you peek around a little bit.
Right on. Okay.
And I like Olga. He's a straightforward, no BS guy. He's going to tell you like it is. That I very much appreciate. I don't like people that sugarcoat. It's a waste of time to me a lot of times.
Okay. Well, we have 41 now for this.
Nice.
Can we get any more in for the Piranha mode?
Well, I'm a couple seconds behind you because I see 38. So apparently we got
44.
a couple of people extra. We get a couple of extra people to join in the next minute or so. They're already there apparently. So
come on, friends. 45.
All right. I also think my video's locked up on my Twitch here. There we go. Now I see 45. When I bounce around my iPad, apparently I paused the video. Cool. I was just trying to get to watch this Piranha mode. Cool. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a delay, so when you tell me, I'll try to do it right.
That's what I said. You start, immediately hit P. The party lasts 12 seconds long. So as soon as the party lights go up, hit that R for revive. That brings, let the sharks and stuff go by. You'll see it. You'll be all right.
It's cool that it's a key and not a type in the chat. Makes it easier.
Yeah, it does. Okay,
there's 46 now. Oops. Ignore
Whenever
that.
You're ready.
Oh, it just picked a random number. Ignore
6.
that. Because I didn't even... That's so funny, though, because it just... I think maybe it only does 1 through 10. because that would affect things a lot.
Well, we're doing top 10 here, so we're good.
Yeah, so it won't matter for this one.
And you don't get in this. You're not gonna have time to really use abilities or anything like that. So they're not gonna really come into play at all in this game. It's such a fast-paced game. Chucky or somebody like that might get one ability off, but it's not gonna really matter because the party mode's gonna outlast the ability.
Okay, looks like we're full as we'll get in this last call.
Start P. So right now they're still immune to damage. Lights are about to go off, and next round of enemies should be coming right about now. Still not bad.
Oh, I missed it.
Now you can revive.
It's too late.
Yep.
It just went to the screen.
You're dead.
I didn't get to revive anyone.
It's all good. Still a fast game. The party mode slows it down just a little bit within 12 seconds to be able to do the dance around for a second. But that's the quick version of the game.
Even quicker.
And now you can just click on like I-420 Spitfire, click on his name, it'll bring you to the transfer page. You can select the NFT and click send. And invite him on to the next one. That's if Atomic Club will cooperate. Looks like it is. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Just select the NFT and click send. You're on to the next one.
Bam, bam.
Hacker, hello. Thanks for joining us.
Close some of these so it doesn't implode. Right on. Well, thanks for all the goodies for everyone.
It's not a problem at all.
And for me as well. And I really love that catfish.
Well, I'm glad you're happy with it. A lot of people were excited about that one. I know I heard a few people in different streams that were, "Ooh, I want a kitty. So I had a lot of fun with that one. And as far as our leaderboard goes for this month, everybody that makes the top 20 is going to be entered into a tournament. So no matter if you place first place or 20th place on the leaderboard at the end of the month, you're going to have a shot at first place. So because we're going to have a tournament to decide who's the top fish. So if you can make it to the top 20, we're working with Las Vegas 8, and he's going to host a tournament for us. I think this might be the first time it's been said publicly, but he's going to host a tournament during his 48-hour stream to determine the top 20 down to who's number 1, number 2, number 3. Everybody's going to get something, but the prices will go down as the farther back you finish, but you're going to get an exclusive NFT out of it, plus whatever else other little prize we're going to shove in there for you. I try not to be shy when it comes to giving out prizes.
You're not
One thing
shy.
I think that we can do better a little bit in Wax is letting go a little bit of some of the more expensive stuff, because it really inspires people to get collections. Man, I have this one really cool thing. I'd like to get another. And it's worked out really well for me. So I hope other people try to explore it a little bit more too, and have a little bit more freedom, be a little bit more giving. Because for me, every time I give away a ton of stuff, I wake up the next day and it's already been paid for. So if you put in good effort.
I'm on Chucky now because I think I did do.
Exactly right, Olga. Exactly right. If the right people win, you can bring on board a lot more people, and it's
Funko Lovers Next.
Just putting the right stuff in the right people's hands.
I lost track of that. Starting to feel a little tired. A long day. Oh, there should be one more. So you sent 10, right? I might have missed Chucky.
Oh, poor Chucky.
Did I miss you?
Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Artemis Toy. I know him from Jimmy from my other chats. Someone that I've been around for a while.
I just need someone to confirm. Chucky, I sent one to your bot.
Yes, which is him.
I thought
him and his 69 bots.
I thought Opie's his bot. No, he's my bot.
No, Chucky has 69 bots.
69. So I think I missed one because there's one left, unless you said 11. But I can check.
Who knows? Well, that last one is that last one a 10-pack? Nope.
No.
Is it? Maybe.
This one is. Oh, it is. Okay. You're right. Okay, so I got them all.
Cool. Yep. Series 2 10-pack. Nice.
We should give away that one. All right, we'll see who gets this one. Is there anything?
Anything else? Because I'm gonna have to jump off here pretty soon. It is 12:30 at night.
It's pretty tired.
And I'm gonna have work done tomorrow. or else people will yell at me for not having a epic blend on Wednesday. So
Epic blend on Wednesday? Can you say what's the epic blend on Wednesday?
an epic blend, I haven't even started drawing it yet.
Oh, how exciting.
So between now and Wednesday, I have to come up with a whole fish from scratch, which isn't that bad. I can do a fish in a day. That's not a problem. Just trying to figure out what fish that is, what color it's going to be. Do I use a theme? Do I not use a theme? All sorts of stuff. And I'll wait till the very last minute and say, okay, this, and this. And I should be a little bit more organized with that, but it's just kind of the way my brain works. It just juggles around different ideas until I get to the final one, and it just pops out. Just like I ran into you that one day. I'm like, ooh, a cat would be really cool, and I want to do a cat, and then my mind was stuck on that one thing until I do the catfish. So MJ Owens is a very good example of that. We have talked about different things, doing different things. Then he said, what about doing ooh, I like that. And then we got his husky going. It still took a little while because there's other things we had to do in the meantime. But if you give me the right idea, I could do it fast. If it's something I'm struggling with, it might take a little bit of time. If you're an artist trying to do a collab with me, you want the easiest time of getting your stuff done quicker, send me art. If you can send me PNG art, I can animate. So basically, like a side view of a fish. If you send me a fish that's just like facing straight at me, I can't do nothing with that. But if it's side view fish where I can just move the fins a little bit and stuff like that, make it look like I swim, that's all I need. So that's one of the fastest paths to be able to get there. There's other ways, but either way, you got a line that's at least 2 months long to be able to get a collab blend. And as you see, me and you talked a couple months ago about this. So
yeah.
That's where right at the point that we're at is right about the time the game started is where I'm at right now. So I'm still catching up from the last point. For anybody that's interested in what's going to be next week, I believe we have Jungle Bry next up for Shred the Toucan. Will probably be our next collab fish. So if you're a Jungle Bry fan or a Nerds Unite fan, that might be something that you can be excited about. Because he's a great artist. He was an artist for Funko way back in the day, which was not too awfully long ago, but he was an artist for Funko, did a lot of really cool stuff for them. So he can do some really cool stuff. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's also doing work on our site as well, too. He's going to do some of the user interfaces. He's doing the guide that tells everybody how to stake, how to feed your fish and all that, because he's great at laying out things in one way that showcases the item, but it also explains how the item works. And he's a master at that. So I put him in the driver's seat, gave him full creative control and said, you do what you think best. I've seen what you've done in these situations before and I've absolutely loved it. And I'll let you run wild. You do what you want to do. As long as it fits the theme, we're on the right path. So have at it. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do with it. He sent me a couple different examples so far that I've absolutely loved. We have a new logo that's coming soon. I'm really anxious to start using it, but I told him that we wouldn't do everything. We're going to do basically everything all in one shot. One day you're going to refresh the screen and it's going to look totally different. And at least not totally different. You're still going to be able to find your way around the same way, but it's going to have a different look, different colors, a lot cleaner look and more cosmetically appealing.
Wow, cool. Well, we have 38 now, so should we do a regular one this time?
It's up to you. This is your world. I'm just swimming in it.
I'll let the chat decide.
They're good at that. Yep. They will definitely tell you what they want to do.
Yep.
They are not shy either.
41. Which way would you guys like? How do I play the game? Someone's asking. We have a new person.
The first thing you do is the exclamation point solo, SOULO, and your space plus your wax wallet. If you've never done anything before, that's the first way to enter. It's going to give you and we're just in the middle of the flight path tonight. The airplane's constantly flying.
Here comes the plane.
That's going to give you that's going to put you in the game. It's going to give you the orange crayfish, which is the Series 1 common. Probably one of the most overpowered fish in the game, but it gets you in the game. You have different commands that you can use. Exclamation point up makes your fish go up. Exclamation point down makes your fish go down. You also have the exclamation point left and right. Those are kind of self-explanatory like the other two. But it's just basic commands, but it gets you a little bit of movement in the game to be able to help you out a little bit. There is a delay between whatever device you're using and Twitch. So if you're on computer or PC, you might have like a 2 or 3 second delay. If you're on mobile, you might have a 10-second delay. I've seen people that don't refresh on a semi-regular basis that have a 30-second delay. So one thing good to do is every once in a while, if you're not in the middle of a game, of course, refresh your Twitch. And a lot of times you'll find out that you're a little bit behind and you can catch lose a little bit of that delay. But so don't expect as soon as you hit exclamation point up for your fish to do something. It might be 2 seconds, it might be 5 seconds. And that's unfortunately something that we cannot do anything about. That's Twitch and your whatever provider, based on your internet speed, your connection device, stuff like that. All sorts of different things play into it.
Awesome. If
I could change it, I would. I'd make everything instant in real time if I could. Something you don't have, what you will have tomorrow, is in-chat feedback. So if there's an enemy coming, it'll warn you in the chat. If you don't have a fish connected, it'll warn you in chat. It'll tell you who your winners are when they win. So we have real-time response in chat. So if somebody like OP, who's using a mobile device that tends to be about a 10-second delay, he gets enough time in advance because chat is always real-time compared to the video. So OP can see a shark is coming in chat seconds before it even shows up on the screen, and gives him an opportunity to be able to make that same command at the same speed like Chucky, that is using a PC and only has a 2 or 3 second delay. So it's just something we did to try to level out the playing field a little bit, because last month Chucky and OP were going neck to neck. Who's going to win? And it came down to just a few games. And it was a really tight race. It came down to the very last hour, 11 o'clock on the 30th, but they were still playing games. And it was down like 2 or 3 games. I'm sure one of them could tell us what the difference was. I know it wasn't a whole lot. That was the difference between the two. I'm actually looking to see what it is right now.
The OG Soul Token Cat is sold out, but I think there's going to be some released at the Las Vegas Carnival July 2nd. He has several, and I think Frazzle might have put some in his most recent mystery box, and he has a few left. I was just buying them and giving them away mostly to people that I was interacting with a lot, friends and such. Nice. And in the server here and there. So you should be able to catch some. But even so, there is the soul token. You can still get the soul token, and I'm sure there's going to be
Alcor and Taco. I bought it myself. Like I said, I have 12 million, and feel free to outdo me. I will buy some more, but I'd be prepared on this one. I think this is going to be a good token. Again, not financial advice, but I'd take it. I would spend 100 wax if you got the extra to do it. Well, buy a little bit. Take that a little bit of a risk. I think it's going to pay off. I think Frazzle knows what he's doing. So do you. Well, not to downplay.
No, but I mean, there's a lot. I've been learning very fast. I've had to learn very fast, but I'm very slow, is what I mean. But in learning all this stuff, I do rely on my friends and people that know more. So
that's how you learn.
Yep.
And eventually, people are like, all right, I know how to do this, and this, and you'll be teaching your people on your own soon. So
yeah, I'll catch on. Eventually, I'll be able to teach more as I learn more. I will be streaming Twitchy Tides with Warsaken, because Warsaken is my main game that I play and
nice.
Support. But I'll be doing both. And thanks everyone for coming by. We're gonna finish this one, and then I'll probably be on for a little bit before I say goodbye, but
well, for all the Warsaken people that are in this room, thank you for bearing with us tonight, and tell the people at the powers that be at Warsaken that I said windfish.
Oh, and
have them come talk to me. We'll do a Warsaken fish.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It'd be pretty cool. They're They're very choosy with the use of the logo at all, but it could be something maybe without the logo as possible. Where's a good place? What's the best place to just, I want to buy it, like to start with a pack, or for someone that's new, they were asking, so I can put a link in the chat, or someone could put a link in the chat for our friend here who wants to buy fish.
Our drops page on Nifty, twitchytides.io, Las Vegas Ape stream, great educational stream. Another great place for education is to be CS Sully. They give out packs on a regular basis, and they can teach you the game from A to Z while opening the packs.
Nice.
You're going to learn along the way. I'm sure you can teach a few things as you go. But I would highly suggest one of those two streamers at the moment to be able to get a good start. Olga's a great place.
Yeah.
Geller Will, 5 Minute Masters, another person that knows the collection very well.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those people can definitely help you out. They always have a ton of packs to give away. They also have free tanks to give away. Those 10 fish tanks, they can blend into a 25 fish tank. They have those as well, too, with the same instructions they gave you if you think they're a good fit for Twitchy Tides. So they have the same opportunity to be able to give them out, and it's a good fit. That's all I suggest going about is talking to one of them. But they'll get you started in the right way and be able to teach you what made them be successful in the game. Because some people go right in and everything immediately and whoa, wait a minute, what just happened here? I'm not earning what I thought I was going to earn, and you got to slow down. You got to pay attention, because some collections, blending is the most obvious thing to do. You want to blend up to get better. That's not the case here all the time. You blend when you need to blend. Basically, you blend when your tank is full to be able to make more space in your tank. Or if you're running a smaller tank like me, like I said, I only have 8 fish in my tank. So I blend up what fish I like. Don't try to buy every fish, because you're going to go broke doing that. It's like trying to buy every skin on Fortnite. It gets really expensive really fast. And we put out a lot of fish. Last week we put out 5 fish. So it can get expensive. But buy what you like, buy what you love, and enjoy the NFTs. And that's the main thing. Earning and stuff like that, that's all secondary. We want you to enjoy the game, have fun. It's all about building a good experience and having fun. If you make a little bit of token in the process, that's great. But it's not the priority by no means. Having a good experience and enjoying yourself and enjoying being with the community is what our focus really is on.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me. Letting me talk for just like 3 hours straight. I need to get all this out of my brain anyway. It's been a minute since I've been able to just sit there and just let my mouth just go for a little bit, because I've been crazy busy. We have 2 new game modes coming up. Last thing I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
We have two new game modes coming up in the next few weeks. One is a player versus player. I'll go ahead and say that.
Oh.
It's going to be fun, and you're going to be able to put your fish against other fish. So Chucky versus OP in a
it's going to happen.
Y'all want it? It's fun. There's also another mode that's coming that I can't really talk about quite yet, because we haven't got all the details worked out. But there's 2 more modes coming. Then we're getting to our single player game. There's a single player game coming. If you can envision a fish version of Mario 3, that's what we're looking to do. It's been building in the whole process. Now we have Jungle Brides and artists helping out on that stuff as well too. So I have to speed things up a little bit more, but it's well on its way. And so 3 big things coming in the next few months. 2 of them are going to probably happen within the next month. So lots of fun stuff coming. We always try to provide fun utility, but PvP is the next thing coming. And end of this week, beginning of next week. What is today? Yeah, end of this week, possibly maybe mid next week when the PvP drops. So that's coming soon. It'll be a lot of fun. So
we're gonna do a different number generator, because I want to make sure we get all the contestants between 1 and 45. So we have 45. Last call.
I mean, I have a number generator right here if you want me to get you a number really fast.
Oh, I just did it. Got
okay,
it.
Cool.
We're good to go.
I I have an 11-year-old that'll spit out a number for me in a second if I need
Oh,
it.
that's cute. Alrighty, so let's.
He said 73, but there's only 48 people playing, so.
Oh, the number went up again. 46 we have.
She already has her number, but thank you, though.
Well,
boo you.
Okay.
She's an 11-year-old. She's starting to get that teenager.
I mean, I don't mind if she picks the number.
Oh, no, she's fine. Her number was 36. If you want to use it, go for it.
Was it between 1 and 46? Well, they have to keep, let's do a new one and keep it quiet, secret before I start it.
All right. Yeah, but I promise you, they can't die on purpose. The number is safe. If you can figure out how to die on purpose in this game, I really need to know that secret, because that is beyond me. I can't figure that one out. But yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's have her pick it. Okay, that's fun. All right, we got 46 contestants, and we're gonna start. So we have to do a little party because it's so awesome. Woo! Here we go.
Everyone, check out NFT Energy, NFTenergy.com, or NFT Energy on Twitter. They're coming to Wax. They're actually on ETH right now, and we've talked to them. Tommy Wax talked to them as well too, and they're looking at coming to Wax, and they're starting to move over to this space. So maybe there's a Twitchy Tides can in the future. That'd be very cool. I'd love to have that. That'd be awesome.
All right. So, what was the magic number?
All right, you ready? Let me get over here so everyone can hear her. Between 1 and 46, please.
36.
You just said that.
I know, I want 36.
No.
She wants 36. That's okay. Oh, wow. Look at that.
There we go. 27.
OP. Oh, OP's 36. I
got OP. Let's do 27. I'll take care of OP. Don't worry about him. I got him.
Yeah, OP. Okay. You got OP.
Yeah, he's easy enough to find.
Tissues, another.
Not so easy to find.
He
Awesome.
wins a lot.
Tissues won 100 million Wolfie last week. So.
Wow.
On a roll.
All right.
Tissues
So you got
some of the luckiest people in Twitchy Tides.
You got OP. Yeah. Yes. It's great. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
cool.
You have a good night. Thank you again. And
you are welcome.
I'm sure we'll talk soon.